Hey guys, this is Jarrett here. I am going to be showing you a video today of all the big sheds I found. I'm 15 and I am very fortunate to have parents that are willing to let me go antler shed hunting and let me do this, and I've gotten very lucky. So I wanted to start off with these three. This right here, I think I was 10 or 11. It was like the first trip I could actually really remember. So what happened is me and my dad and brother, we all went out, and we were walking up the side of the hill, and I found like 20 horns on this trail. None of them were huge. They were all like 2 points, 3 points, stuff like that. And so like about an hour into the hike, my brother, he hadn't found anything, so I let him go out in front of me. And he's actually my older brother, so he was walking out in front of me like 10 feet. And I don't know how he missed it, but I looked up to the left in this little opening, and I saw this shed land like that. So I started freaking out, yelling my dad's name, and he was only like 20 yards up the hill above me, walking another deer trail. So he runs down, we started freaking out, and we tried to match him up for probably 2 days. We could never find the other side. This horn right here is a 90-inch horn. He's a one. Both sides. If I had both sides, he'd be 183. He almost had a cheater going on right there. So that was definitely my best moment I've ever had as a kid. And then yeah, last year. Uh, yeah, last year. No, yeah, it was this year. Okay, this year I found. Uh, yeah, here it is. This horn. This horn right here. I think the main beam on it's probably 20 inches or something like that. He is thick, like my hand can barely get around him. I cannot believe I found it brown. I'm not used to finding brown antlers, but this horn right here, if I had both sides, this horn by itself that's a 90-inch horn. This right here is a 85-inch horn. This right here, both sides, he would score 175. We measured him already. And then I have this horn. Now, as you can obviously see, exact same buck. Just this is year before, and then this is this year's. So the story behind this is my parents dropped me off, and I found a couple brown. I mean, I was so excited because it was just me. They dropped me off. I found a couple browns, and then I went home that night, and then about a week later, I asked my dad if he could come with me again through that area because I felt like I missed some. So me and my brother went up there. He dropped me and my brother off. We walked over this hill, and then I glassed down to the bottom, and literally I'm not even lying. I put my binos right on this thing. I started freaking out, yelling and stuff like that. So I ran down there, got this horn, and then I hiked across two other hills, and I glassed over in between this it was like a deer trail, I guess you can say, and I glassed up this horn. So these horns in total were only probably 200 yards away from each other, and I could never find the other side to any of these horns. This was in a different area though. These two, same area. So they were only 200 yards apart. Could never match them up, and I've been going there for the last 3 years. So this right here, I think, is a 180 horn. So this is an 80-inch horn. You can obviously see the comparison to them. Hold on, there. The only thing that he really grew on is mass and eye guard length. Everything else is pretty much the exact same. As you can see, this one's kind of like 3-4 years old. This one's last year, and this one's this year. And then this year, no, never mind, it was last year. Same year I found this. Went out about 4 weeks later for my last trip up there. And then me and my family went out. We hiked up over probably 3 hours. We went hiking, didn't find anything. We got about 300 yards away from the truck, and then I found this guy. Now, as you can see, I'm going to compare this guy between my huge antler. You can obviously tell the difference. This one is, hold on, move those guys out of the way. This one is, this horn right here, 115 inch, no, it's like 113 inches, something like that. Huge horn, 14 countable points. These are still countable, but he broke them off, as you can see. That's a 6-inch kicker. That's a 5.5-inch kicker, and then a 4-inch, 6-inch base, huge. Mass on him's thick. Both sides he would score 228. Jeez, I need a backup. I found him brown. Found him like 300 yards from our vehicle. We went looking probably. My parents took actually 2 days off to help me try to find him. We could never match him up. But the only thing that sucks about him is that my dad's friend, he had video of this buck, and about 5 days before he dropped, he broke off right here. So everything from here forward. So all he had was his back fork, and then he had his about half his main beam. So he broke off from here over. That's why we could never find him, is because he probably dropped it off a mile or so away. And I actually, believe it or not, this year my buddy asked to go antler hunting with me because he's never done it before. So we went to this area because it's close by us, and I found him dead. This buck right here, I found him dead as a deadhead. It was kind of sad, to be honest, but at the same time, I was happy to find him brown. He's probably dead for a year, but he was underneath a shaded tree, so his horns are kind of brown, I guess you can say. They're just a lighter brown version of this. He grew 2 inches, so he scores 230, 20 points, and his main beams are 23 inches long. This one is 22.5. So he grew to, and his mass, I'm talking like that much thicker. Like, he is unreal. His base is 7 inches. He is a monster. So if you guys want to see a video on that, I can show you that. You just need to comment and subscribe to let me know. And oh yeah, there's one cool thing about this shed. That kicker right there on the front main beam, you can set him up like that. Get a video of that. He is huge. That's all I gotta say. The blading on it, the palmation, everything on it is huge. Which, I mean, is pretty cool. I'm just happy to have parents that are fortunate enough to take me out, like, whenever I usually want to. Nice eye guard on him. I like that. That's how I found him dead, too. It says his eye guards are probably, like, that much longer, and they shoot straight up to his fork right here. So if you guys want to see me make a video on this buck as a deadhead, comment, subscribe, and let me know. Thanks. Bye.